how to solve a 2x2. A 2x2 is very easy, and I'm going to teach you how to do it right now. So there's lots of methods. I know two. I only know the name of one, which is the Ortega method, which I hear is pretty much the best method you can know. And it is really fast, but like I think I average about 5 or 6 seconds with the Ortega method. I also can I can just do it like how to just solve Rubik's Cube. So what I do with that is I get all the white on the bottom, and then I do OLO and PLO. It's that easy. So I'm going to teach you the Ortega method right now. So what you first want to do once you scramble the cube is look around and try to find the block that has the most of one color connected. So a block means like this, where there's two of the same color right next to each other. So I have one here, I have one here, and those are the only ones with two. So I'm going to choose white because I'm used to having white on, starting with white. And then what you want to do is insert the white corners, so this one and this one, or whatever your bottom is going to be. You insert those corners in with the R prime sorry, the R prime U prime algorithm, and then you do that with all the corners. What? Sorry, I just got stuck. That made really no sense. And then, so what you want to do there is, so you want to get the bottom color, and then whatever the opposite color is. So the opposite of white is yellow, the opposite of orange is red, and the opposite of blue is green. So you might want to memorize that. It could be really helpful if you're speed solving. And so what you want to do is find the opposite color of the bottom, and then all of that color will be in the top layer, so the U layer. And then do OLO, and I have a tutorial on that right here. And then what you want to do is there will be a number of bars. So what you want to do is if the whole top or bottom layer is solved like this, so the top layer is all solved and this is all solved, what you want to do is put that on the bottom, and then also check out the OLO video. But just a sneak peek here, for this one, if there's two solved corners right here and these two need to swap, then do T perm or R prime U prime, R prime F R2 U prime R prime U prime R U R prime F prime. Then that will solve these. So again, faster. So like that. And another case you could have is if there's two bars like this, so two blocks technically. There's one here, and there's none other in any other place. And they have to be horizontal, like for instance, this is not a block, this is not a block, because they have to be able to, you have to be able to do U without them breaking. So these two aren't breaking. So if you have two bars, then do this algorithm. R2, U prime, B2, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U2. Or you don't have to do the last U2, you just do how many U's it is until it solves like that. So then another case you could have is where, so just pretend that this is the white and this is the yellow. So another case you could have is, again, the one side is solved and the other side is not. So make sure the solved side is on the bottom. And then if two corners are solved, so for instance, this corner and this corner are solved, and then the diagonal ones need to swap, this is the Y prime. Put the unsolved one in the top right or the top front right and the top back left, and then do the Y prime. And if you don't know it, it is F R U prime R prime U prime R U R prime F prime R U R prime U prime R prime F R F prime. Then that solves it. And another case you could have is where there's one bar and no other ones, and make sure it's horizontal, and then hold that bar on the top and do this algorithm. R U prime R F2 R prime U R prime. And then again, as many U's as you need to solve it. So let me do it again. So if you have the one bar here and only this and there's no other bars, then you would do the algorithm and then do a U prime to line it up. And the last case you can have is where there's no bars at all, and this one's the easiest and really easy to memorize. It's just 3 moves. So it's R2, F2, R2, and then you do the number of U's you need to do. So that's all for today. I hope you learned how to solve a 2x2, and I'll see you guys next time.